21-7. Now it'll open up. If you're familiar with Brigham Young football, you know that running a BYU offense means putting the ball in the air. The BYU offense is in vogue this year locally, but John Velasco feels he has the horses to make that passing game click, and he may have.
Radford coach John Velasco has installed a Brigham Young offense, and that means one thing. The air will be filled with footballs this fall. He's like BYU's aerial circus ever since his son John played for the Cougars several years ago. Since then, he's waited for the right time to install it.
This year we've got a quarterback that can throw the ball, some receivers that can catch it. We figured why not, put it in the air, open up the running game, open up the passing game, make it more exciting for everybody.
Rangy quarterback Ken Niumatalolo will direct the big play offense and will team with a fleet of speedy backs and receivers.
If we can score in one play, we'd like to do that rather than have to work, 8 or 10 or 15 plays to get it down there.
You're going to be trying to?
We're going to be trying, yeah. You better believe it. We're going to put it in the air. We're going to swing a lot of people out and throw to a lot of different people and try and run if that opens up also.
Any place, anytime?
Any place, anytime. Just, have some fun.
Fun for Radford and its fans, and a headache for Rams opponents.
I vote with John. Let's go out there and have some fun. Game. Dave Wiggins, for one, likes Radford.
I like Radford. I think they've got size and speed. They've got the home run play. I think there are a number of good, sound ball clubs in the district, though, that could give them trouble.
Lilihua is always good. They have a JV championship team. And how can you not like Waianae? Until proven that they can be beaten.
I've got to go with Radford. Radford looked impressive, I heard, the other night in their preseason game. They've got an untested quarterback, but Coach Velasco is very high on Niumatalolo, his junior quarterback.
Now, nobody wants to stake their reputation on this one for sure, since they all feel the district's wide open. But the decision points towards a passing-oriented Radford team to fend off the rest of a competitive group of schools and take the title.
Still, kind of a running ball club. We've been more ball control. Put it in the air when we had to. This year we revised everything and reversed the psychology, and we're putting it in the air and figuring, if we can score in one, why not? And all of our receivers have caught the ball real well. We're putting more of our backs out into their routes, and they've done exceptionally well. And Ken Niumatalolo has actually been the one that kind of revised things for us, because when we looked at him, he has the height, the throwing arm. He's smart enough to pick up defenses. He's done exceptionally well in the last 5 and 6 weeks that he's been on the varsity. So basically, he's the one that's doing it.
Our team this year is pretty much wide open. A lot of passing this year, and our defense is giving us a lot of opportunities to score, and we're just executing well in offense and both defending.
Ken Niumatalolo is a 6'1" junior who has an arm like a slingshot. How many times would you like to throw the ball per game if you had your druthers?
Every time.
Opposing defenses cannot key on the pass because running back Dwight Robinson is there. He is fast. Every time he touches the ball, he is a danger.
Most of the credit goes to the offensive line, because they've been working hard, he's opened up the holes, and all I do is just get the ball and run, But the offensive line gets most of the credit because they're a pretty good offensive line this year.
Tomorrow night, the Radford Rams go against Kailua. It is a good bet the Rams will be heavy favorites. Gary Sprinkle, KGMB Sports.
The Rams entered the game with an awesome 99 points scored in 2 games. The Surf Riders were the decided underdogs.
In the first quarter, the Rams were on the run. This was Dwight Robinson for 5 yards. Radford Kalekini then ran and spun his way for another 10. Quarterback Ken Niumatalolo then threw complete to Adrian Teemer, but the ball will be jarred loose, and Kailua recovers. But Radford got the ball back when Brian Norwood picked off a Derek Baxter pass. The Rams struck fast. Ken Niumatalolo put up the home run ball, and Thor Salanoa went up to pull it down. Touchdown Rams. The Surf Riders on the rebound. Quarterback Derek Baxter to Trey Stevens. But the Ram defense is so tough. Bobby Benitez wrestled down Baxter for a loss. Kailua forced to punt, but Thor Salanoa there to block it. Ball goes through the end zone. Safety. Radford leads 9-0. The Rams can hurt you so many ways. Later, Kailua forced to punt again. Greg Pace back there to receive, and this guy can fly. Kenny Niumatalolo got his offense back out there. This pass complete to Thor Salanoa. Niumatalolo, a poised quarterback. He waits. He spots his man. It is Via Manuma. Touchdown Ram. Rod Valverde had his conversion kick hit the crossbar. 15-0 Radford. Kailua did not die. Derek Baxter went back, wound it up, and threw the long bomb to a wide-open Trey Stevens. The play covers 49 yards. Curtis G came on to kick a field goal, and at the half, Radford led 15-3. In the second half, Radford and their methodical offense, Dwight Robinson for 5 yards. Adrian Teamer around left end, 5 more. Teamer exploded for 16 yards off tackle. And then Niumatalolo play fakes and throws to Salanoa, touchdown, and it is 22-3 Rams. In the fourth quarter, Kailua forced a punt. There he is, Salanoa to block it again. Tavita Sagapola recovers the ball. Quentin Guzman crashed the line, but short of the goal. Niumatalolo scored on a sneak, and Radford remains undefeated. The final score, Rams 28, Kailua 3.
Who not only caught 2 touchdown passes, he blocks 2 punts.
Now a highly successful coach at Radford High School. He's also a tough coach, and the discipline that Coach Velasco instills there makes Radford a perennial winner.
You have had a reputation for years as being a very strict disciplinarian. You're a tough coach.
Well, I don't know about tough, but I kind of like discipline all the way down the line, and if you don't have it from the top, then you have breakdowns in your system and things doesn't go exactly the way you want it to go. So if you say discipline-wise, tradition-wise, having the little things done, yeah, I would agree.
Do you have any coaches, you remember as your playing days as an athlete, or were there any coaches from that era that influenced you more than others?
Yeah, having to play for somebody like John Godfrey, who later went on to do some college coaching, and then Jimmy Mitchell, who